Green tea. Did you know green tea is actually a healthier drink than a coffee and offers the similar energy boost? Well, there's a fact there for you, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about how to add your watermark as a brush in Photoshop. So while I get Photoshop started, you go enjoy the intro. Hi everyone, welcome back to Tips and Tricks Thursdays. I missed your lovely faces last week because I couldn't post anything. I was so busy for the whole week. I had 2 weddings back to back that I had to photo shoot. I also discovered that I can do videography as well, which is great. If you have missed my videography that I did for the wedding, check out the link that I'll leave in the description where you can check my first video that I posted on my wedding highlight film. So when I first began photography, I was so excited to share my photos on social media. I've used platforms like Flickr, 500px, Instagram, and even Facebook. And as I was posting my photos on these social media platforms, I've realized that few of my photos are being used by other photographers around the world. And this is when my friend suggested, why don't you watermark your photos? So all these years I've been using the traditional way of adding watermarks to your photos, and that is by creating a watermark object in Photoshop and then adding it to every photo that I had. It used to take a lot of time to basically add the object into Photoshop, resize it to the size you want, add the color to it. It was a lot of work. And only recently I basically learned that you can actually save your watermark as a brush in Photoshop. Yes, a brush. Let me share my screen with you now and I'll show you how easy is it to save your watermark as a brush in Photoshop. Okay, so I've got Photoshop open here and the first thing I'll show you is how to create your watermark in Photoshop. So for that you're going to click on File, select New, and for the preset you're going to choose Photo. I'm going with the size landscape 5:7, and what's really important here is the background contents has to be transparent. You have other options like white or background color, but you want to make sure you're selecting transparent, and on clicking that I'm going to click OK. The next thing you want to do is click on the text tool and you're going to add the text that you want as your watermark. So for me it's my name, so I'm going to add that there, and I'm just going to stylize my text with my favorite font. Let me do that. Okay, so I'm happy with that, and that's basically the text that I want as my watermark. So once I'm happy with that, I'm going to then click on Edit, and you have this option here saying Define Brush Preset. So I'm going to click on that, and here you basically name the brush that you created to anything you like. So I'm going to name it as Errol Watermark. Okay, and selecting that. So that has now basically saved my watermark as my brush. And to give you proof of that, I'm just going to click on Close. So I'm not saving it, and I'm just going to open an image that I have on my desktop in Photoshop. So that's my beautiful niece there, and now I'm going to use the brush that I created and stamp my watermark on this image. And to do that, basically you need to click on the brush tool, and by default you'll see that the newly brush that you created is actually sitting here. It also has defaulted, so as you can see it's already up there, but if you want to make have a closer look to your brush, so that's basically click on that option there, preset manager, and you'll see your brush basically sitting in here. Okay, so that's there. So I'm going to just come out again and say done. So now all you need to do is just click wherever you want in the image. Mainly you want to make sure that you're either of the corners of the photo, so that looks decent. So the few benefits of having your watermark as a brush is, firstly, you can resize it to any size you want. So for Mac, basically you have the open bracket that basically reduces the size, and you have the closed bracket that basically increases the size of it. So that's the benefit. So you can have one like big, you can have it even smaller. So as you can see, it's easy to basically resize your watermark as well. The second benefit is that you can add color to it. So the easiest way to do is come up to your color palette and select the color you want. So let's go with white this time, and stamp it again where you want. So I'm going to click there, and so you've got a white watermark there. If you want to have orange, so let's change it to orange, for example. So let's go there with orange. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to select there, so that's my orange, or maybe yellow, but you can also change it to any other color that you want, red, and click on that and select red there. So as you can see, these are the 2 good benefits that you have. You can resize your watermark to any one you want. You can also color your watermark to any color that you like. And the best thing is you don't need to basically open it up from any folder or any file. It will be there sitting in your Photoshop every time you open Photoshop. So all you need to do then is basically just add the photos in Photoshop, open the brush and stamp the watermark wherever you want. That's simple. Well, I hope you found that tip really helpful and will now find it much easier to stamp your watermarks on every photo that you click. If this video has helped you, please make sure you leave me a like and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please make sure you do so, and don't forget to hit the bell to get notified on my next upcoming video. And until my next video, keep practicing and keep clicking.